Today, we're going to be reviewing Nookway from Animal Crossing Wild World on the DS. Let's start where we always do. Let's do a cheeky vibe check. Tom Nook, always friendly as soon as I walk in. He is probably the friendliest store worker I've ever met, but the fact that he's wearing no pants is kind of off-putting. He's barely wearing an apron. Fuck me, you cannot be walking around in just an apron when you're running a shop. I don't care if the breeze feels good, mate. Get some pants on. I don't need to be seeing stuff like that when I'm trying to grab a new oven for my house, you know? In-store music, it's kind of a hard one. I don't think there's any speakers here. There could be ceiling speakers, but the store does have a dedicated soundtrack. And the Nookway track is an absolute banger. So I'm allowing it. Same will apply for any future reviews I do. If the shop has a dedicated soundtrack for that shop, then I'm going to count that as in-store music. So for Ambience, he's going to get an 8 out of 10. Honestly, he'd probably get a 10 if he bothered to wear pants. Okay, so I can buy a net from here for 400 bells, and if I sell it back to him, he buys it at 125 bells. So he buys stuff for 31.25% of its original price. That's pretty much what I expect. It's not too bad. I mean, he's no Bellafor. Bellafor was 26.13%. Fucking ridiculous. But again, just like Bellafor, he'll buy anything I throw at him. I could toddle down to the beach, pick up some shells, catch a fish, grab some fruit on the way back, and he'll just buy all that crap. His stock does change daily, which is pretty good, but there's barely anything here. This is the second upgrade this shop gets, and I expect a bit more. For price and stock, he's going to get a 5 out of 10. Just needs a bit more stock, but he gets quite a few points for literally buying anything off me. This place is clean. There's not dirt or dust anywhere that I can see. It's surprising how clean this place is, seeing as it's run by a raccoon with no pants on. You know, the whole no pants thing, that's going to cost him a few points in hygiene as well, mate. You know, if I turn up to work in no pants, you know, I get sent home. Why should he be any different? Can't see any safety issues here, apart from the obvious, you know, he's got his cock out. But there's no obstructions in the aisles or anything dangerous, it seems, so, yeah, no, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for hygiene and safety. Just like Ambience, he'd probably get a 10 if he put some pants on. Very uniform, this facing up. I like it a lot. Might not be flush to the shelves, but in the way that these are set up, this isn't shelves, these are more like desks, tables, counters. These are counters. The way you set it up, they're identically spaced. Everything's like on its own little display, innit? Like, you know, everything's a single item in its own little display. I like it very much. 10 out of 10, you know? You might have a lot of stock, but we're not judging that here. But he's working very well with what he's got. The Nookway opening times are 8 AM to 11 PM every day, which means he's pulling 15-hour shifts 7 days a week. That is 105 hours per week. He's putting Bellafor to shame, mate. Absolute mad cunt. And he's also mega easy to find. The island you're on is only tiny, and he's right there on your map. From the furthest point from the shop, you can get there in 10 seconds flat. So for accessibility, he's going to get a nice 10 out of 10. Come on, if anyone's working 105 hours a week, they pretty much deserve 10 out of 10 on this one. So overall, that gives Nookway a 41 out of 50, which gets him the first S rank of the series. If anyone was going to claim it, it's going to be Tom Nook. You know, he was a staple for most kids who grew up with a DS, an absolute champion of retail. Things to improve on. Get some fucking pants and just get some more stock. I know this place upgrades again and the stock increases, but 2 upgrades in, I'm expecting a little bit more. I've put a lot of bells into this place, mate. Apart from that, you're golden, Tom, mate. You're absolutely smashing it. Get some pants for my next visit and you may get an S+ rank, bud.